Hello everybody, I'm Thomas and welcome back to another video. This time I am back with episode 3 of my Forbidden Lands adventure featuring Ganulf and Ulrich, the duo of Wolfkin. Where we last left off, they were trying to find a stronghold and they almost made it there, but not quite. So that's what the goal of today is. We're so close to the stronghold, so the goal is to get there, clear it out, and start building it up. I don't want to dilly-dally too long with this introduction because this video won't be too long and I want to get stuff done. So let's get started. We just slept for the night and so it is 6 a.m. as we awake. I'll quickly do a weather roll to see. We got pleasant temperature. We have a downpour of rain and we do have some gales for wind. So that's going to be making everything a lot more difficult. Yeah, as you can see, downpour is giving a -2 to lead the way. Luckily, we only need to go a little bit of distance, so hopefully we can get there, clear it out, and be on our way. I'll quickly create a new journal entry. Okay, so one thing that I left off with at the end of the last episode was I had some XP to spend on some talents. Right now, I'm not going to worry about that. Like I said, I want to focus on the stronghold. This is the stronghold episode. It's in the title. That means it has to get done today. So I'm not going to worry about talents at the moment. Once we get to the stronghold, clear it out, we can spend a quarter day getting talents. I'm pretty sure I'm still going to stick with what I said last time, that I'm going to give one of these, one of them a builder talent, the other a cook talent, so, or the chef talent, but I haven't done either yet. They still have their XP. I need to real quick, since it's morning, I always do this in the morning, we'll do a food and water ration roll for both Ganulf and Ulrich. I don't know why the dice are lagging a little bit. So Ganulf is looking good on their food and water. They're good on their food, and they're good on their water. So rations are good. So we're just ready to hit the road. Let me pull up the little party tab and figure out what the situation is. So, all right, we'll keep this Ulrich and other. It looks like we have Ganulf keeping watch and Ulrich leading the way. So we'll go ahead and do our keep watch roll because we do that once per quarter day of travel. And we're just going to get on the road, get to the stronghold, see what's going on. Keep watch, we are chilling with. Lead the way, we are going to have a -2 to this, so that's fun. I'll just -2 for my survival, I guess. I don't know, just rolling 2 less dice. But thankfully, downpour of rain, Ulrich is still able to navigate the woods pretty good. I mean, kind of makes sense, right? So, I mean, they're both Wolfkin. I guess Ganulf is the hunter, but we're in a dense forest right now. I need to double check. So this did say something else. So for a quarter day, all player characters must succeed in endurance roll to keep moving. And it says in storms and downpour, one roll is made with a -2 modifier. I don't know what one roll is made. I'm just going to go ahead and roll for each of them. An endurance roll, I guess. That kind of sucks if this fails, but we'll hopefully get through it. Okay, that's a first success. Come on, that was the one I was worried about. Ganulf should succeed, and of course Ulrich should succeed. He failed, but we can push, and he failed with some damage to strength. So what does that mean? It just says to keep moving. So what, do we just not get to move for the first quarter day because the rain is so bad? But it says you only have to do it for a quarter day, yada yada yada. I've never had this, so this is fun. It's like this castle does not want me to get there. It's like all the odds are stacked against me constantly. Can we get a success, please? Ulrich's gonna die just trying to navigate through the rain. He's down to 2 strength, but luckily we do get a success. And so the first quarter day, we're just wandering the forest, have no idea where we're going. But then after, right around like 3 p.m., we'll say, we arrive at the castle. So it's been a while since I played. According to Foundry, it's been like 50 days. I forget which, I generated a couple of castles. I don't know which is the correct one. I think when I was looking back at chat, it looks like the fire water was the most recently created one. So I might just go with that. I don't really know. I mean, I guess I could just ask like Mythic or something, but we'll just go with Firewater. That this is this castle. So I'll quickly add a little label for that. Because I know we did get information about the castle, albeit probably not like super full and accurate information, but I believe we did get some. Once again, it's been a while since I've returned to this. That's on me for forgetting stuff. I should probably keep better notes and maybe, you know, I've gone back and rewatched some, but whatever. We arrive at Firewater. I'll also quickly do a little that and that, just so we know that we've been here. And okay, so according to, let me just drag this to the actual castles folder out of the generated castles. So it's a large fortress built before the Blood Mist, multiple reinforced buildings and towers protected by a thick wall and a moat with a falling bridge, more or less unconquerable when at full strength. I mean, that's pretty great. Condition is worn. It was originally purposed for war. Founder was a noble. Obviously, our characters don't really know most of this, but this is just what was generated. History is beset by a long and bloody siege. Oddity is blackened by soot. Inhabitants know, but is it really empty? It is really empty, but the place is cursed. Each turn, each adventurer suffers a fear attack. Roll with 6 base dice. I'm gonna assume in the process of cleaning this place, we can get rid of that curse, because if not, then it kind of makes it useless. I don't know. I'm gonna say that's the case because I don't know how else I would deal with that. That seems kind of like pretty bad if that was just like a constant thing that I couldn't get rid of or whatever. I'm gonna pin this somewhere just so I don't have to keep opening and closing it. So okay, we're at the castle. It's 3 p.m. All right, we've made it to the castle. There's nobody here. Let's confirm with Mythic just to be sure. Is there anybody in the castle? I'm gonna go with very unlikely. Seems like the information we were given. I think that was one of the few things we knew going in was where the castle is and kind of if there's any inhabitants. Once again, it's been a while since I've played, but I'm just going off of also what the generated castle says, which there is nobody, but things can change. So is there anybody in the castle? Exceptional, no, but we rolled doubles. So now we get a random event for moving towards a thread with the words waste and the mundane. Let's roll a random thread. Find a suit of armor from the legend. So one of our characters' legends, I forget who exactly had it, was to find a suit of armor from some legend they heard about. And clearly something happened with that. Move towards the thread. So maybe this castle has a map in it, or maybe not even a map, but like maybe text about this suit of armor, giving us a better idea of where it is, which is kind of nice. So okay, it's not empty. I asked is anybody in the castle, and they said no, so we're good. Castle is empty. So okay, it's 6 p.m. We're gonna spend a quarter day cleaning it. I'm gonna double check that's the wrong one. The stronghold rules, establishing a stronghold, yada, yada, yada. How long it takes is up to the GM, but it typically takes at least a day's work, 2 quarter days, and a successful crafting roll. I think if it's 2 quarter days, but I don't know. If we're both doing it and there's nobody here, I feel like it's probably not too bad. So we'll just say it's 1 day's roll and a successful crafting roll. So we'll have them both spend the quarter day in the evening working on the castle. And we'll say this maybe won't include the curse. We'll try to figure out something separate for the curse, but we'll have one of them do the crafting roll. Who is better at crafting? So strength. Right now they're both not great. We'll have Gunolf do it. Gets a great success. So the castle, the fortress, Firewater is cleaned up. It's, a little bit tidier, not great, still worn castle, but it's better. We still got the curse to deal with. So yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Maybe I will say that it's just part of us cleaning up the castle, because if not, like a quarter day is 6 hours. And if we had to do a roll every 15 minutes, then what is that? Like 24 rolls each we would have to do? Like that seems kind of not fun. So we'll just say that in part of cleaning up the castle, that also removed getting rid of the curse, because I said so. So there we go. Okay, and then I guess we just call it a night. We don't need to make camp. I guess we can also quickly, now that we've kind of cleared out the castle, first we'll create a new token for it, which you can create a stronghold token. And then this is pretty cool. You could track all your buildings, the hirelings, the gear, any notes, defense rating, stuff like that. It's pretty dang handy. So buildings, what we're gonna do real fast, and I'll try to be quick about this, is this is a big fortress. So we're gonna see there's a lot of functions you can build in strongholds. Which ones already exist? Because there's a good chance some of these exist in some capacity. So yeah, we're gonna just go through real fast. So I'm just not even gonna ask. We'll say that there's a working fireplace. I don't think that's out of, that's not too crazy of an assumption to say. Besides that, this was a place for war, right? So I think it explicitly mentions like a moat and a wall. So I think we can maybe double check that that's like in a condition that it actually would help us. A well, probably not. It'd be nice, but probably doesn't. And I guess we could start asking Mythic for some of these, but I'm just gonna try to go through ramparts. Yeah, I think that, but is it okay? So we'll ask: are the ramparts in good condition? Are they in working condition? I guess is the better question. We'll say likely. I mean, they're ramparts, so okay, no. So we're gonna have to. We'll say that they're there, but they need fixed up. So I'm not gonna have to completely build them from scratch. Okay, portcullis. I don't think we probably have that. Pasture moat. Is the moat in working condition? I would say very likely it's a moat. I don't know how it wouldn't be. Maybe it dried up. We do have a moat, which does increase the defense rating by +1. So that's good. We're starting to increase our defense rating for inevitably whenever this castle gets attacked. What else? Mill in, no guard tower. Maybe. We'll ask, is there a functioning guard tower? I'm gonna go with very unlikely. I don't know for sure. If there is one and if it's functioning, that's a no. Okay. I think that's good for now. We can always build more stuff, but this gives us a little bit of a start with a fireplace so it's not cold at night, and a moat to help the defense rating out. I think besides that, that's pretty good. Okay, so I guess then they will both take a big old rest, and we're on to Springrise 43. So I'll do a quick weather roll. Of course, we get beautiful weather the second I'm not trying to travel anywhere. Great. Also, real quick, we get XP. Not a lot. I think genuinely only one, because it's the only thing I can think of. We don't get some for participating. We traveled through at least one hex. Do we discover a new adventure site? I would say no. We kind of knew about it. It's not like we just discovered it. Didn't defeat anything. Didn't build a stronghold. So we'll add just 1 XP to each of us. So that's 4 XP. Like I said, I think this upcoming day, as we start building up the stronghold, we'll also train up some new talents, because I think that will be helpful, especially the builder talent. You need to build certain functions in the stronghold. So, okay. Let me create a new journal entry real fast here. Okay, so as we wake up, well, I guess first things first, we will real quick do our rations rolls. Oh, see, now it's fixed. Last time I did this, maybe they updated stuff, because that actually consumed the rations, so that's nice. I guess that was bugged at some point, because I thought it worked at one point. I remember last time it didn't work, so we're back. And everything is looking good, except Ganulf does not have any food left, so that's not great. We're gonna have to deal with that very soon. I mean, they are a bit of a hunter, so they got Master of the Hunt and a bunch of other stuff, so I think they'll probably go hunting and whatnot. So I'm gonna real quick ask, I know I kind of said this probably wasn't there, but I'm gonna ask about one more function if it's already here, and that is there a functioning well? I'm gonna go with unlikely. There's probably a well, but is it functioning? I don't know. It could be like caved in or whatever. I don't know how a well wouldn't be functioning, but there might not be one in the first place. No. There's no well to be found. Okay, so that's probably gonna be one of the first things we need to build, because getting a source of water will be very handy to have. Wells do take, I don't know what they actually take to build. 50 stone. That's kind of a lot of stone. And how do you get stone? Well, you get stone from a quarry. Quarry, though, you do need sledgehammer, pickaxe, and shovel to make, but then you get stone from it. And that's unfortunate because we don't have any of those gears. I should have came a little bit more prepared. We do have a good amount of money, so I think we're gonna kind of settle in, and then we need to start. Unfortunately, one of us, or probably both, because I don't want to split the party, needs to make a trip up to Wind End, buy some gear, and then come back, even though we just made that whole journey here, and that was such a struggle. I should have came a little bit more prepared. So maybe we'll try to hang out here for a little bit, get some gear, get some food, and then we go up, try to get some tools and also some hirelings, because we want to start getting people hired here, mainly to, I think, we're in a forest, which is nice, so we could probably hire a lumberjack and someone to work in the quarry. There's different hirelings right here. So a quarry worker costs 3 copper per day, lumberjack 4 copper per day, 7 copper per day. That's what we need, and we need to get some money to actually afford them. So first things first, I want to train up some talents. I'm gonna do this before anything else and before I forget again. In the items, so I guess I actually need to do the roles first. So I'm gonna have Ganulf train to be a chef. So we're gonna do our wits roll for that and see if we succeed. Just trying to find some stuff around the stronghold and trying to whip it up into something tasty. And he successfully does so, and now is a bit of a chef, which is fun. They're a hunter too, so that's kind of fun that they can like hunt stuff. They're a tanner, so they can use the hides that they get to make stuff, and then now they're a chef, so they can properly cook the food that they hunt for, which is pretty sweet. Next up is Ulrich. So Ulrich's gonna try to become a builder, so he's gonna work on trying to fix up the stronghold a little bit more. So we'll roll for Ulrich's wits roll and see what's going on there. And we succeed, so Ulrich becomes a bit of a builder, which, like I said, when you start looking at some of these functions for the stronghold, like let's just look at, I don't know, I think probably like an inn would, where's an inn? An inn. You see here, requirement, the builder talent. So some things require builder talent. Obviously, a lot of the more simple stuff, like a well, doesn't require builder talent, but doesn't really matter what does and what doesn't, because we got one. There is also like a master builder, or maybe you need like certain, yeah, there's higher ranks. Or no, master builder is a hireling you can get, but whatever. We're good. We trained up. We're chilling there. And yeah, so we'll just add that trained talents. Next, since we didn't spend too much time cleaning up the stronghold, we're just going to spend another little bit of time cleaning up the stronghold. I don't know if I cheesed it, but I mean, especially with the curse and all that, I don't know how to play out that curse thing, so I'm kind of just ignoring it, which is, I don't know, maybe a little cheap, but you know what? It's fine. I wanted to get here. I've faced enough struggles trying to get here, so I'll say that we spend another quarter day trying to clean up the place. So, okay. Stronghold is now officially cleared and curse-free for now. Maybe it comes back at some point. So we have one more quarter day left. I'm going to spend some time doing some hunting with Ganulf. Where's hunting down there? What's Ulrich going to do? What's our ration situation real fast? So water, we're completely full on. Food, we're pretty much completely full on. I think it couldn't hurt that Ulrich does a bit of gathering, a bit of foraging, as they're an herbalist, so that is something they're definitely good at. I'll real quick open up the journeys thing because I need a refresher on a couple of things. So we are in a forest. I would say there's probably a dense forest, if that matters. I don't really know if that does. The dark forest specifically. So foraging, we get a -1. Hunting, we get no modifiers. And I think there's no modifiers for the season, right? That's just, oh, there is. So we're in spring. So we actually get a -2 for foraging. Oh man, it's rough out here. Maybe I shouldn't, but you know what? I already kind of committed to it. So let's do that first. So forage, that, and then -2. Let's see how Ulrich does at just foraging for some food. And it looks like he does a great job. I think we just add like 3 quantity of vegetables, which maybe I'm going to start also adding stuff to, there's like a gear slot here. So, all right, we just get 3 quantity of raw vegetables that could be cooked into some actual rations at some point by our newly trained up chef, Gnolf. Then Gnolf will go out hunting, which there is no modifier for. Master of the Hunt would come into play. And I think that's that. So let's see how that goes. Hunting goes really, really well. And I think, but that doesn't count for, I mean, it does count, but I think I forgot hunting takes 2 rolls, right? So yeah, we did that. Roll success means you find some kind of prey. Roll a kind of table. Couldn't find the mishaps table. Why do we need a mishap? I just want to find core game, miscellaneous. Where is it? This is just the prey table, right? Find prey. There it is. So we'll just roll on that real fast. A boar. A boar is what we find, and then we need to do kill prey, which I guess Master of the Hunt would maybe come into. Maybe I should have double checked if that really counted. I mean, we would have succeeded, I think, regardless, without using that last time. But let me double check when that actually, if it applies to both or just one. Your survival roll is modified by +1 when you hunt. I don't know. Maybe it does. We'll say it does. It's Master of the Hunt. I feel like it should apply when I'm hunting. It just makes sense, right? I think we only needed 1 success for that. So that is all good there. I'll quickly close out of this, open this back up. So we get 4 meat and 2 pelts, which the pelts are nice because we got a tanner on our team. So 2 pelts and 4 meat, which is great. That sets us in a good position to cook up some food tomorrow. Yeah, that works. So that is it for that. That took up another quarter day. I'll mark that down real fast. Hunt and forage. I don't think we get any XP. So we are on to the next day. And this will probably be the last day. I'm trying to keep this video a little short. So we'll real quick rest up. Like I said, I don't think we get any XP because we didn't really do much. But we got a stronghold. We're getting places. So we do a quick weather roll for Springrise 44. And we'll make a new journal entry. Okay, so we wake up to the sound of more downpouring rain. Love to hear that. Luckily, we probably weren't going to go anywhere today, so it's going to be a stay-at-home kind of day. We'll say that Ulrich decreases his rations to give Gnolf some, just so we can roll for this. So let's go ahead and do that. So roll for food, we're good. Roll for water, we're good. Thank goodness. I don't really want to worry about water right now. I need to build the well first, and we got to get a quarry going before we could do that. So we got stuff to do. Rations are all good. So I'm going to spend this first quarter day using the chef talent to cook up some food. So I guess we would just roll a D6. Requires a fire. We got that with our fireplace. Quarter day. Great. Cook up to a D6 units. So we get 5. That's actually really good. So we cook up, whoops, didn't mean to do that. We cook up all of the meat and one of the vegetables, I guess. And we get to increase stuff by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, everybody's maxed out on their food rations after that, which is awesome. What is Ulrich gonna do? What can you do? You got the builder talent, you got herbalist, sword fighter. Also, I never decreased their XP, so let me do that before I forget. Yeah, I wish we had tools to actually start doing stuff. We don't, so I'm trying to think of ways we can get money. Probably just foraging. I don't have any fishing gear, right? No. We got a map, a dagger. Is there anything on the got a donkey, right? Yeah, we got a donkey. Is there anything on the donkey? Leather. Great, but Gunolf is the tanner, so that doesn't do him much good. Okay, we're gonna have Ulrich just... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just go foraging again? That's what they're pretty good at, even though it's gonna be a -2 to it, because we're in a dark forest and it's spring. And maybe we'll just do that twice. Well, maybe this first forage doesn't go so good. So let's keep on pushing on. Okay, so we get some more vegetables. We get 2 more. And that was during the first quarter day. We're in the next quarter day now. What do we want to do? I'm probably going to wrap up after this day. So I just want to kind of end in like a good position. Which we're doing okay. I mean, we're good on food, water, rations, all that stuff. We got our talents trained up. We got a stronghold. We got some stuff in our stronghold. I think we just, like I said, I need to go to town to buy tools. I want to make sure I have stuff to sell. So I think we're just gonna forage and hunt like for the rest of the day. So I'm gonna have Gunolf hunt twice, and that's what he's gonna do the rest of the day. So we found prey. Go back to the prey table, roll that real fast. The prey is a crow. That kind of sucks. Let's try to kill the prey. Master of the hunt. We are not good. Shot and missed the crow, but we roll again and we are chilling. So it only gets us 1 meat, but hey, it's better than nothing. I guess I should probably just keep the meat in there and then just adjust it down to 0, whatever, because we're probably going to keep getting more meat and then spending it and cooking it and all that stuff. So that was what Gunolf was up to. So then we do a forage roll for Ulrich. It's -2 because it's spring. That failed. Well, no, it didn't. Oh, yeah, we did get a success. We could push. We should. Why not? That's all we're doing today. See, look at that. Glad we pushed. So firewater, we get 3 vegetables. So we're up to 7 now. I hope these don't go bad. I don't think they do. I know like fish does and meat might. I forget how that all works. I know some like fish goes bad for sure. Anything else, I don't know how that works. So that was the next quarter day. We got 1 more left, which I'm just going to spend, like I said, just doing more hunting and foraging. So we'll do the forage roll first this time. -2. We still succeed. I could push the roll. Let's do it. This is the last thing we're doing today, so why not? 2 successes means we get 2 more vegetables. We're up to 9. We can do a lot of cooking here soon. And then we'll do another hunting roll. Master of the hunt. Add that in. We are good. We found some prey. Let's see what kind of prey we found. Roll that up. We found a mouse. That kind of sucks. Kind of liked better when we found like the boar. That was a lot of meat and stuff. But whatever. We kill the mouse and we get an extra quantity of meat. And that takes us to the end of Springrise 44. Which I don't think we get any XP for. We didn't really do much of anything, but hey, it was still productive, right? We got a lot, our rations are good. We got a lot of food to cook up. I think the plan for Springrise 45, next time I continue this adventure, is to cook all the food, make a trip to town, sell a lot of the food, buy tools, hire some hirelings, come back. We need to build the quarry, start getting wood, hire a lumberjack to get wood in the forest because a lot of the functions require wood. You can see here, most of them, I think, just require wood or stone. Some require iron, but most is some combination of wood and stone, and we're gonna need a lot of it. Like if we wanna build a well, we need 50 stone, and how the quarry works is, a dozen people can work in the quarry. Each worker produces 2 units of stone per quarter day. So if we have like 1 person working, that's 4 per day. That's gonna take like 10 days for 1 person just to mine out all that stone. So we need to probably, if there's 3 of us, then that's gonna, be like 3 days instead. So we'll figure that out next time, but I think we're sitting in a pretty good position to pick up next time. Thank you so much for watching this Stronghold episode where we finally got a stronghold. maybe that curse will come back. Who knows? I didn't really know how to play that. Let me know what you think. Did I cheese it? Did I cheat a little bit? I kind of did, but I don't know how else I would have handled that. Neither of these guys have any magical abilities, and it would kind of suck that we found the stronghold, did all this traveling to get there, and then we can't even use it because it's cursed. I don't know. That didn't seem fun to me. So, yeah, maybe we could have played it up that there was inhabitants. I don't know. Maybe we could play it up that this curse comes back, and then we got to deal with it. I don't know. But I'm glad we got a stronghold. Glad we're sitting in a pretty good position and looking forward to picking up next time. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, a like is always greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see ya.